Hello, my dear fourth graders. Mrs. Wilson here. So last time we talked about how to include transitional words and phrases to link our ideas together. And we talked about the fact that you could do that within the chapter, between ideas within the chapter, and you could also do it at the end of each chapter to help the reader make the transition smoother between the chapters from one to the other. Today we will learn how to introduce our topics clearly. So many informational texts have introductions that explain what the book will be about. A very well written introduction would be clear, and it would help the reader know what is important. Your introduction needs to grab the reader's attention. It needs to provide an overview of the topic, and it needs to start the reader thinking about the topic. Remember how we did in our personal narratives way in the beginning of the year? We all wrote introduction paragraphs that kind of set the reader's mind onto what they were going to be reading about. And then you guys wrote your actual stories that had a beginning, middle, and end. And then at the end, you also wrote a conclusion to kind of wrap it up in a nice little package for your reader. That's exactly what you're going to be doing here with your book as well. There are many places, there are many books that do not specifically use the word introduction in their text, but we are going to have a separate page that is actually going to be titled Introduction, and you guys are going to have your introduction paragraph on a very separate page before your table of contents. So next you guys are going to see how I am doing that introduction for my book. Enjoy. Alright, you guys, so as I was looking at all of my book chapters, and I was thinking about how can I tie it all together. So my first chapter was what is Baba Marta? My second chapter was the many legends. My third chapter was how to make the Martiniti, and my fourth chapter was the Good Wish. So as I was thinking of all of them and all of the information that I have in there and how it all ties together, I started thinking of how do I want to hook my reader, and how do I want my reader to want to learn more and still have an idea in their head of what they're going to be reading about in that book, provoke a little bit of thought in there. So take a look at my introduction, and hopefully it's going to make a little bit more sense to you. America is often called the melting pot of the world. This means that this country has many different cultures in one, and all of those cultures' traditions are all in one place. This is what I love about this wonderful country. There are many traditions that are shared among its people. I was born and raised in Bulgaria, and one of my favorite traditions is a tradition of Baba Marta. It is a tradition of giving, sharing, and hope. Read on to learn more about the tradition itself, its origins, how to make the amulets that are shared among the people, and how it all ties together with the final wish. I hope you enjoy it and help spread this tradition too. So with my introduction, I wanted to give the reader a reason to want to read the book. I wanted for the reader to be drawn in and to realize why does this matter to them. And in order to do that, I had to let them know why it matters to me. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you have now an idea of how to get your introduction started and how to write your introduction. So now it is your turn. I want you guys to think about your book topic and what you might include in yours. Remember that a good introduction will get the reader's attention. It will provide an overview of what the topic is about, kind of maybe go through a few of your topics, subtopics that you have in there, which are your chapters. And your introduction should also grab the reader's attention and make them think about what they already know about that topic. Okay? So good luck, have fun, and happy writing.